Hello, 8th grade scientists. This is Miss Ludwig. It's been a long time, I know. I hope you are all staying healthy and safe during our little coronacation. In case you have not heard, the governor of North Carolina has said that we will not be returning to school until at least May 15th. So what that means for us is that we are going to continue to learn and finish up our 8th grade education online via what we're calling remote learning, which just means that you get to learn online from home. So the other 8th grade science teachers and I have made a syllabus with a few main points on how our 8th grade science class will run while we're learning from home. So I'm going to go over that document. We will post this document on Canvas so you can read it later or refer to it when you have questions. But I wanted to go over just the main points of it really quickly and let you see my face because I know you miss me. So first of all, notes. The good thing about this is that most things that we are doing online on Canvas are the same that we would do it in class anyways, so you are prepared for this. How will you take notes? You will still be watching our YouTube notes that we link to a playlist. It's either Ms. Kerr, Ms. Owens, or myself. And then you can pause the videos, watch them as many times as you need to, just as we always do. How you will submit your notes or write down your notes, you have a couple of options. The first option, which is really the best option to make it easiest on everybody, is we have made a new digital notes document. So that will be located on Canvas, and as you watch the videos, you will just type in the notes on a document, and at the end of the unit, you will push the submit button and be done. The second option is if you do not have internet at home or you cannot access Canvas at home and you have talked to your teacher about it, we can set you up with a lab notebook, the paper copy that we usually give out in class. You can stop by the front office at the middle school anytime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Monday through Friday and pick up that lab notebook and fill out your notes as you normally would in class anyways. We are completing our geology unit starting Monday, May 30th until May 15th, which is the approximate time that we should be out of school. So all of our notes will be turned in by May 15th. Also, good note, you can use your notes on your quizzes and tests because you are going to be learning from home. So make sure that you're taking good notes because you can always use them. Another thing I want to caution you on is I know that a lot of you like to skip through the notes and not fully listen to all of the things that we are telling you. But I want to make sure that when you are at home, you are definitely listening to the notes. We will not be in class with you anymore reviewing this information. So you can watch the videos over and over again. You can pause them. You can slow them down. But make sure that you are listening so that you are fully understanding this information. We will make another video that specifically talks to you about how to go ahead and fill out your digital notes and submit them online, so stay tuned for that. Secondly, how will quizzes and tests work? Again, this is going to be the same as it normally is. You will still take your vocabulary quizzes and your unit test on Canvas via Google Forms, just like you always do. We will have 2 vocabulary quizzes for the geology unit and then a unit test at the end. And we will let you know in the future when all of that is due and all of that. Remember, yes, you can use your notes on the test. So make sure that you take your good notes. However, that does not mean that you can take the test with another classmate or a friend because that would be considered cheating. We're hoping for honesty and integrity here as we all are learning in a very new way. Quizzes games, yeah, they're still a thing. We still have links on the playlist, excuse me, for quizzes games. There is a quizzes game that goes with each note section as usual. You can play that game as many times as you need to. You do not have to record it on a data tracker anymore. The one thing that will be a little bit different, which I'll talk about in a minute, is that after you have reviewed playing your quizzes game, you feel like you really understand that note section, you will take a new Canvas quiz in Canvas, and that will be a grade for you to replace your data tracker grade. So again, that brings me to these new Canvas quizzes. There will be a quiz that is made in Canvas for you for each note section. So for example, for geology, the first note section is 8.1. It's about weathering and erosion. So you will take your notes as usual. You will complete your activities online via the playlist that we have for you. You will play the quizzes, the 8.1 quizzes, and practice it as much as you like. And then once you're ready and you feel like you can really get a 100% on this quiz, you will go into Canvas and take the 8.1 Weathering and Erosion Canvas quiz. So again, instead of the data tracker being a grade at the end of the unit when you submit your notebook, you will be getting little grades for these Canvas quizzes. Also, the good thing is that you get a couple of chances to make a really good grade on this Canvas quiz. So, and we'll take your highest grade from the quizzes that you take. One more thing that is a little bit new is something called a prerequisite in Canvas. So since we are doing class completely online right now, we have set something called prerequisites in Canvas. And what that means is that there are certain activities or certain quizzes that you have to complete before the next one opens. And that's just kind of a way for us as teachers to check and make sure you're completing all of the activities in the correct order. So basically what that means is the playlist for geology is called The Quest for the Golden Trilobite. We will talk about that in another video soon. But basically you have to have at least clicked on that playlist and done the notes and the things that you are asked to do before that 8.1 Weathering and Erosion quiz will even open up on your screen. Once you have taken that, again, we're looking for you to make at least an 8 out of 10, which would be like an 80% on the quiz. Once you achieve that goal, the next set of, the next 8.2 Canvas quiz will open. So you may not see all of the things right away on your screen. And again, that's just because we have the prerequisites set because we want you to make sure you take the 8.1 quiz before you move on to the 8.2 quiz. Again, if you have any questions about that, you can always feel free to email us. The next point I want to make is how to submit your work. So hopefully you'll be able to complete the digital notes that I previously talked about. The digital notes and the study guide are all in one Google Doc, just like your lab notebook has your study guide on the back of it. It's all in one place. So at the end of the unit, by May 15th or before that, if you have completed all of your digital notes and your study guide and you are ready to submit that for a grade, you will just go ahead and this says share, but up in the right-hand corner of your screen, you'll have a little blue button in Canvas that says submit. And you will just submit that document and get a grade just like you always have for your lab notebooks at the end of the unit. The second option is, of course, if you do not have internet access and aren't able to complete your digital notes, you can pick up that paper copy of the Geology Lab Notebook in the front office. You will fill it out cover to cover, just like you always do. All of the things should be complete in it. One thing I want to point out is that you want to make sure that your first and last name and your teacher's name are on that front cover if you want to turn that into the front office. That will make it easier for the office staff to figure out who to send that paper copy to, because your teacher will be grading it just like usual. The due dates for all of the geology unit stuff, which includes your notes that you'll be taking, review activities, the Canvas quiz, vocab quizzes, and your unit test are all due by May 15th. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about really quick is your playlist for the geology unit. So you have just one playlist for the entire geology unit. I know that I mentioned to my students in class before we were out on this break that we would be doing a game called Quest for the Golden Trilobite for geology. It is still game on, people. We will make another video that kind of introduces you to how Quest for the Golden Trilobite works. But basically, it is a game board. You will start at the start. You will complete each task on each of the little steps of the game board, and when you get to the end, you should be done with the geology unit. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to email your science teacher. We will be posting this syllabus on Canvas, and we can't wait to see you online on Monday, March 30th. Bye, guys.